So today I'm going to show you guys an XP strategy that I have been enjoying a lot inside of zombies that will help you max out all of your augments to get the calling card or whatever it is you want to do. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy the video. All new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP. Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. So today we're going to be covering a strategy inside of zombies that is actually really good for XP, and it's very easy for you to do. Now we're going to be using the free fire glitch, which still happens to work inside of the game, so I highly recommend doing it inside of zombies. That way you can have infinite ammo on whatever gun you want. I would highly recommend it actually be the crossbow or the arrow launcher. Sometimes the arrow launcher can be better, sometimes the crossbow can be better. So it really is dependent up to you. What do you want to use at the end of the day? It doesn't really matter out of those two, but whatever you choose. Of course, first things first, like usual, we got to get the power turned on. It doesn't matter if you want to go to Van Dorn Farm or if you want to go to Blackwater Lake and then head over to Ashwood. It really doesn't matter at the end of the day. I usually go over to Blackwater just because I buy speed cola, but obviously with this strategy, you don't necessarily need speed cola. So again, it doesn't simply matter, but this should be fairly easy with the crossbow doing this power. It definitely is fairly quick to just shoot these spores and absolutely annihilate them. But then we can go to Ashwood, we can get Pack-a-Punch turned on and everything, and then we pretty much can get our perks and get into the strategy. That's what I would recommend most trying to speed run through, is the actual setup process. It's going to make your game so much quicker, and I know that's kind of obvious, but it truly is what takes forever. You know, once you get started and you get going through the rounds, it tends to become really easy, but that setup, man, it can take you 10 minutes, 15 minutes to some people. So it's definitely recommended that you try and speed run through it, of course. But I do want to say, while we're doing this and while we're headed over to Ashwood, I want to thank you guys for all the support here on the channel. It definitely means a lot. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 120,000 subscribers. So, yeah. Subscribe. Now, usually in my games, the first perk I buy whenever I'm going to be using the crossbow is, of course, PhD Flopper. That way we don't end up killing ourselves or downing ourselves. That is a terrible thing to happen inside of your guys' games, and I'm sure you obviously know that. But still, if you don't, I would recommend maybe making a run over to PhD before you do anything or before you buy anything. Because then on, you can pretty much just spam the ground, of course, and it's very hard to die even without Jug. But now we're going to go ahead and go over back to Ashwood and actually grab Juggernog. Then we should be ready for our strategy. Pretty much everything else can wait. Obviously, we're going to get Pack-a-Punch as fast as we can to get triple pack and all that good stuff. But it isn't entirely a massive rush to do that. Not really too worried too much right now. But it should be fairly easy. Let me know down in the comment section below, what rank are you inside of Black Ops 7? Are you Prestige Master? Are you not Prestige Master? Definitely let me know. I'm very interested to hear everybody's rank inside of the comment section. Okay, so our strategy, once we do have the Pack-a-Punch crossbows, we're going to want to be coming over here. Now, this is through the zip line. I guess get a better look at it, right? Now, there's a few spots you can kind of sit. You can kind of just sit in the back right here, or you could say come over here to this kind of end of it. Now, what's really nice about this strategy is you have two spawns right in front of you. Now, that being the little hole spawn, the window spawn, and then obviously you have that right lane. But what's so special about this is how fast the zombies spawn in and how fast you can actually go through these rounds, which make quite a big of a difference in when it comes to earning XP at very fast rates, of course. So there we go. We have a max armor right there. We are doing fairly well. Very early, but we are getting through this with ease, I would say. But we can just continue sitting right here. Usually I just kind of point this down at the bottom over here, kind of like as you guys are seeing right now, actually, which makes it very simple to do. Definitely not challenging whatsoever. Now, whenever you have Xursa come, that'll obviously, we're about to be on a Xursa around here very soon, so I can show you guys what that's like. But here we go. We're already almost done with round 14. Does not take long at all, and you can, even if you're sitting here, because honestly, I wouldn't really recommend AFKing. I would recommend actually playing. You're going to get through the rounds way faster if you just play. You know, AFK stuff, leave it for directed mode. But you can kind of say shoot over there as well. Most of your spawns are going to be over on this side, so you can always just spam right here where I'm spamming, right? But whenever you can, if you can always get a few arrows down there and then just point back over here with your crossbow. So pretty much just bam. Again, you can continue shooting at this corner right here. It's not a big deal if you don't want to move it. It's fine. You're going to kill those zombies. But you'll kill them even quicker if you do shoot a few arrows down there, because obviously they're jumping down that whole run right there. But we do have enough to double pack, so we can go do that real quick. In order to do this, we need to zip line and then drop down. So it's a little bit of extra work, but it is going to be worth it in the end because you always have a good escape. You can basically flip to the other side of the map. So yeah, that's always really, really good. But it is very, very simple to get to. Again, if you're leaving Pack-a-Punch, all you got to do is just hit this, and then you can pretty much just go outside over here and then just right up there. So you pretty much can jump up here. You also can sit right here, but there is a minor issue with this because of Zursa, right? Like, you can say sit behind this and just spam right here, and you will go through these rounds with ease. But Zursa can sometimes be an issue, right? So you just got to be careful and make sure you're paying attention. Like, obviously right here, we can absolutely destroy him. There we go, he's dead. But you just kind of got to be cautious when you're getting into the high rounds of this game. So there is two strategies you can do right here. Okay, you can do this one like we're showing, or you can sit back here in this back corner and spam right here, which are going to have very, very fast spawns because obviously that window and that hole right there. But yet again, I want to make this clear, you can do both of these if you wanted to. I always try and, use a few strategies in one video, because I know a lot of people like different strategies, or maybe you want to do 20 rounds with one, 20 rounds with the other, 20 rounds with one, 20 rounds with the other. Make it a little bit more enjoyable, I guess you could say, to go to high rounds. But as you guys can see, you just spam your crossbow on the ground. It is very, very simple to do. Keep it coming, zombies. We have a few more. This round's already almost over. No big deal. Okay, there we go. We just got a zombie down there, it looks like. A few more on this alleyway. Obviously, the higher the rounds, the faster the zombies are, so the faster the rounds are going to go, if that kind of makes sense, right? But here we go. It's a Ravage round. Usually on the Ravage rounds, you can just come back here and sit in this corner and just spam at this window, and you'll easily kill them. A lot of them are going to spawn at that window, so you'll kind of kill them as they're jumping in. But this is definitely a very, very good side of Ashes of the Dam to sit on and go to high rounds. Now, I know you can sit in the room with Klaus in the jail cell, and obviously that's very, very good too. But if you're anything like me, you get hella bored of certain things. So I always try to change it up, find different strategies, etc., right? But let's say this round we can do it right here. No big deal. We can just say spam this corner if we wanted to. Doesn't really matter. We're fine no matter what. Come on, zombies. Keep it coming. The reason we're spamming this corner is so we can hit all three of the zombie points, right? With ease. There's an insta-kill right there. We don't really need that right this second. We're doing just fine. This round's pretty much over. A lot of times the zombies from the window and the hole will stop towards the end of the round, so then you can just focus this. So it definitely is very, very quick and easy for this. This is actually quicker than this, because you got to imagine, all those zombies got to run over here. With this, they just jump up this side, right? You don't really have to wait on that. But again, we're chilling, right? Let's see. I think we got a Zursa to spawn in. Hopefully, so I can show you guys what it's like whenever a Zursa spawns in right here. It's fairly easy. He just comes down that airway. I mean, obviously, he might hit you a little bit, but you're fine. Again, guys, I wouldn't recommend AFKing this stuff. If you want to AFK, use the gauntlet in directed mode. That's my recommendation. Of course, you can, AFK this stuff inside of zombies with the crossbow and stuff in certain spots. But me, personally, I just don't really AFK things. So I don't really want to share any advice on it. But for this, just be a little bit careful with Zursa. This one, you don't really have to be cautious with him. You have to be a little bit in the high rounds, but it isn't really too bad. Because obviously, everything's coming to one point to get you. There is a full power right there. We are good. We definitely need to go triple pack our bow. We're on round 21. We're definitely going through these rounds pretty fast, which is obviously what we want. But we are almost finished with this round. Just keep killing these zombies. It's almost over. Got a few more right down here. There we go. Yeah, the round's pretty much coming to an end. Nice. Yeah, let's go triple pack and we can upgrade some rarity real quick. All right, we're currently heading back over to our strategies. Yeah, it doesn't really matter which one you want to use. You can pretty much use any of them. If you're going to play co-op, I would recommend sitting at the back one, though. I don't think two people can sit right here and it be efficient. But if you're playing solo, then obviously you can. We have another Zursa here. Just keep spamming your bow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Shouldn't be too bad. Remember, you can always pop your toxic girl places where the zombies spawn in, etc., etc. Make it pretty easy for yourself. This round should already be coming close to an end. You can always spam elsewhere as well. You don't just gotta spam right there. I mean, I would recommend putting a few there and then turning, putting a few there, turning, etc. But yeah, I mean, you're pretty much golden. But as you can see, a lot of the zombies jump up over there, so it slows it down a little bit. Whereas if you were on the other one, and the other side, you'd be killing those zombies a little bit faster, right? But there we go, there's round 25. That zombie's dead, we can just keep chilling over here. Doesn't really matter. Come on, zombies, spawn in for me. We can just sit right here. Let's see how fast we can go through this round. We're at 18 minutes pretty much. Round 26, shouldn't really take me too long to get through. We can shoot down there. Keep spamming in the middle, make sure no zombies get up close to us. That's kind of the one thing. You just want to be careful. Whenever they stop spawning from the box in the window, then you can kind of just take advantage of the alley. But we can pop one over there, pop one over there. And just keep swinging. Zombies are no longer spawning over here. So now we can just focus down there. And very easy. About 30 seconds it took to go through that round, which is not bad in my opinion. That's fairly fast, I would say. You can always even spam the spawns as well. I mean, you can shoot them in the box, whatever. I would recommend doing that, though, once you kind of have legendary, of course, because you still want them to drop things. If you shoot them while they're spawning in, they're not going to drop you salvage. But here we go. Easy stuff. Just keep spamming it. No big deal. There's another Zursa. Again, in this strategy, he can attack you, so just be cautious. Usually, you really won't die because obviously zombies aren't attacking you, but just be careful. There we go. Here's an insta. And there we go. Round's over. Nice. We can get right back down here and just sit in our corner. No biggie. Bring it on, zombies. Round 28. Yeah, we were not in this game for long, actually, and it took us a little bit to get set up. So those are a few things we do got to factor into this. Come on, zombies. Keep it coming. All right. Yeah, we're probably like halfway through this round already. We can always jump up and get some shots in over there, as well as right here. I definitely recommend doing this, though, in case this does get patched, which it will. Right, the free fire thing will be getting patched soon, after Christmas. So you have pretty much all of Christmas break, if you're in school or whatever it is, to enjoy this. But I definitely recommend taking advantage of it as soon as you see this video. Just so you don't miss out on anything, of course. Okay, we got zombies in there. We can just get back into our spot. We don't really want to die. Of course, I only have 3 perks. So, we definitely got to be a little bit cautious. Okay, we got zombies up there. Just keep spamming, making it sure no zombies can actually get to us. But let me know your favorite strategy instead of zombies right now to grind out XP, to grind out augments, to pretty much do anything and everything instead of zombies right now. Because this is a very good way to grind out augments. Very good way to grind out gums. Very good way to grind XP. But let me know, again, in the comment section, your favorite strat. Got some zombies coming right there, and round 29 is pretty much coming to an end, if not the end. There we go. Nice. And it's a Ravager round. Very, very easy. But yeah, I definitely recommend giving this stuff a shot, trying it out, having a little bit of fun with this strategy inside of the game. It definitely makes it pretty enjoyable to swap these strategies up every single round, or maybe every 10 rounds, whatever it is you want to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I am out. Have a good one. Peace.